Hey guys, welcome back to our factoring review example 4. Now here we have another quadratic trinomial. However, my leading coefficient is a negative, so remember whenever we have a factoring problem, our rule of thumb is factor out a negative GCF if your leading coefficient is negative. So I'm going to factor out a negative 1, and that'll leave x squared minus 8x minus 20. So these signs both change to negative. So now this trinomial I see, I can do x box on. 1 times negative 20 is negative 20, negative 8. Two numbers that multiply to make negative 20 yet add to make negative 8 are negative 10 and positive 2. Since my leading coefficient, or since my A coefficient here is 1, I don't need to do my box. It'll be negative 1 multiplied by x minus 10, x plus 2. But remember, you can do the box every time if you choose to. Now down here in example 5 is another quadratic trinomial, believe it or not, but it's in a special form. So this is quadratic because this power is double this power. Just like 2 is double the power of 1, this trinomial will factor the same exact way. But when it's not quadratic, I'm going to use X box the first time so you can see how it factors. So there's no GCF. A is 1. 1 times negative 10 is negative 10, negative 3. Two numbers that multiply to make negative 10 and add to make negative 3 are negative 5 and positive 2. So now I'm going to do my box on this one just because the powers are different. We want to see what happens. So my first term is x to the 8th. My last term is negative 10. Remember that these two are these two terms, but splitting this term up. So it's going to be negative 5x to the 4th and positive 2x to the 4th, because that's the power of this middle term that we're breaking into two like terms. So now I can factor out my GCF from my top row, which is x to the 4th. X to the 4th multiplied by x to the 4th makes x to the 8th. X to the 4th multiplied by negative 5 makes negative 5x to the 4th. And x to the 4th multiplied by 2 makes 2x to the 4th. And 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. So this factors to be x to the 4th minus 5 multiplied by x to the 4th plus 2. So notice these two terms are just this term in half the power. So you did not necessarily have to do the box here because my leading coefficient, A value, was 1.